Welcome everybody to another episode of Shot in the Dark. I am your host, John Siino Evil here. Let's get right down to it. AEW Dark Elevation starts with Dustin Rhodes with a record of 9-2, defeating Gustavo from OVW, making his debut. Rhodes quickly gets the win here with his new finisher he calls the Backlund Driver. It's like a modified chicken wing into a slam. He does it as a tribute to a Mr. Bob Backlund. Match number 2, Wardlow with a record of 17-3 defeated Will Austin, also making his debut. Wardlow wins by knockout after a powerbomb and the casualty of war. Santana and Ortiz with a record of 11-3 defeated the team of Jaka and Sean Maluda. Jaka's making his debut, but he is a former 2-time Evolve Tag Team Champion with Chris Dickinson when he was part of Catchpoint. And him and Mulata have been known as the Island Kings in the Indies for quite a while now. Jaka was also part of Team Puzazu with Santana and Ortiz, so they know each other from way back. Santana pins Jaka with the new finisher he calls the OIC. It's actually Santana and Ortiz, kind of like a double flatliner. And it's called the OIC because it stands for Outlined in Chalk. A very fun 4-minute match here. The main event was Diamante, Emi Sakura, and Nyla Rose getting the win in 6-woman tag action against Ryo Mizunami, Red Velvet, and Kylan King. This is Mizunami's first match since April of 2021. A fun 6-woman match here. Nyla pins King after the Beast Bomb. We go to Tuesday's AEW Dark. Jamie Hayter making her Dark debut with a record of 1-2, defeating the debuting Tiffany Nieves in under a minute with a short arm lariat. She was accompanied by Dr. Britt Baker and Rebel. Gun Club with a record of 15-0 defeated the team of Diamond Sheik, Dean Alexander, and Alex Chamberlain. Sheik is making his AEW debut here. Colton gets the pin on Chamberlain after the Colt 45. Chris Statlander, Thunder Rosa, and Red Velvet defeated the team of Diamante, Emi Sakura, and Nyla Rose teaming up again. Fun match here. Velvet gets the pin on Sakura after the final slice. We have an in-ring segment with Smart Mark Sterling and Jade Cargill. They come out and Jade says that she's going to be the future TBS champion and she shouldn't even have to compete in this tournament and should just be handed the title. They start naming off names like Red Velvet, Sky Blue, and Thunder Rosa, and Jade says that she'll walk Rosa like a dog that she is, and when it's all over, they'll all be watching that bitch show, TBS. Lance Archer with a record of 24-4, ranked number 4, defeated O.T. Fernandez, making his debut here. Eddie Kingston was on commentary, and the whole time him and Taz are kind of talking over each other and arguing. This is pretty much to hype up Kingston's upcoming match with Archer on Dynamite this Saturday. Archer gets the pin with the blackout. Frankie Kazarian with a record of 26-5 defeated Aaron Solo with a record of 12-19. QT Marshall joins commentary for this match. Nick Camarado on the outside tries to get involved a bit, but Kazarian gets the submission win with the crossface chicken wing. And the main event, Dark Orders, Stu Grayson, Colt Cabana, Allen 5 Angels, and 10 defeated the team of 2.0, Serpentico, and the newly signed to AEW, Daniel Garcia. 10 makes Serpentico submit with the full Nelson. Very shorter episodes of AEW Dark. Not complaining. Hope it stays like this. NXT UK, the show starts with a brand new intro, brand new music, and they have fans for the first time at the BT Sports Studios here. Not a lot of fans, they're kind of spread apart, but fans nonetheless. First match, Blair Davenport, fresh from her suspension, gets the win over Stevie Turner with the Falcon Arrow. After the match, she said that Sid Scala did the right thing by reinstating her and told the women's locker room that she is back. Sha Samuels was trying to get Noam Dar a surprise party for winning the Heritage Cup tournament, but instead it says happy birthday and the wrong stuff were put up. But they said they'll get to celebrate when Noam Dar actually wins the Heritage Cup. We see a video with Rohan Raja telling Teoman that things didn't go to plan for them in the Heritage Cup because they were outnumbered. Teoman responds by saying that their family will grow soon, so it looks like we might see some new member or members to this group. Sid Scala tells Ginny that she will get an NXT UK Women's title shot against Meiko Satomura on the November 4th edition of NXT UK. Sha Samuels gets a win over Flash Morgan Webster by reversing Webster, who was trying to do a springboard off the ropes and into a spine buster for the pin. Nina Samuels is backstage trying to do her new show, The Nina Samuels Show, by interviewing Zaya Brookside and starts asking her about her recent losses and says that she can't even beat Leah James, who's seen in the back of the gym just kind of working out. So Zaya Brookside, really friendly, just goes up to Leah James and says, hey, you want to have a match against me? And she agrees and they kind of walk off. Gallus interrupts Jordan Devlin and Sid Scala, who are having a meeting backstage, and Joe Coffey accepts the match against Devlin. And the championship match, NXT UK Championship, and the main event, Ilja Dragunov defeated A-Kid with the Torpedo Moscow. Fantastic 20-minute match here. Definitely check it out. A-Kid really brought it to Dragunov during this match, and he got elevated in the process as well. Dragunov might have taken he might have been taken to the limit here, probably as much as he did from Walter, if not more. And after the match, Dragunov shook A-Kid's hand, so definitely check out this match. NWA Powerrr, a special Surge episode. So we have Jeremiah Plunkett defeated Heartthrob Jaden with a DDT. We see footage of Nick Aldis' match in Poland for PTW from earlier this month. Tom Latimer defeated Tim Storm after a pile driver. We get some news from Billy Corgan talking about their upcoming live event, which is called By Any Means Necessary. So this match won't be shown live, but it will be split up later on as a two-parter for Powerrr. And some of the matches are Camille versus Kenzie Page in a 2 out of 3 falls match, Trevor Murdoch and Nick Aldis versus Tom Latimer and Chris Adonis, and Crimson versus Jack Stain in a cage match. They also showed a replay of Camille versus Layla Hirsch from the Empower show, and next week will be the special Empower episode of Powerrr. 205 Live, Boa defeated Jeet Rama with a roundhouse kick to the head. This is Jeet Rama's 205 Live debut, his first match since the Superstar Spectacle in January of 2021. Brooks Jensen making his 205 debut, teaming up with Josh Briggs, defeated the team of Keegan Scott and Taylor Garland with an assisted sit-out powerbomb. Scott and Garland both have appeared on AEW Dark in the past. In the main event, Roderick Strong defeated Odyssey Jones with a jumping knee. Safe to say that the Cruiserweight Championship was not on the line for this match. And this is the first time that Strong has been on 205 Live since 2018. Pretty good match here. Definitely check it out. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the gif of Odyssey Jones selling that knee. New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong, another Autumn Attack show. We have Chris Dickinson defeated Alex Coughlin by submission with an arm breaker. This is part of Alex Coughling's special challenge series that he's been doing recently. The Mega Coaches, Rocky Romero and Ryusuke Taguchi, who's making his debut on Strong, defeated the West Coast Wrecking Crew, who are Jor-El Nelson and Royce Isaacs. Romero pitting Nelson after a backslide. Clark Connors, Juice Robinson, Leo Rush, and TJP defeated the Bullet Club's Chris Bay, El Phantasmo, Hikuleo, and Taiji Ishimori by disqualification after Hikuleo hit Juice with a bull rope because they will be having an upcoming bull rope match. Chris Bay and Taiji Ishimori both making their Strong debuts as well. And the main event, Will Ospreay, also making his New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong debut, defeated Karl Fredericks after the Hidden Blade. Ospreay comes out with his IWGP World title, still claiming to be the real champion. Really good 18-minute match here. Definitely check it out. Fredericks can definitely hang in there, and I expected a good match out of these two anyway. But after the match, Ospreay keeps attacking Fredericks until Clark Connors and TJP come out for the save. Clark Connors kind of knocks Ospreay out of the ring. And then Ospreay gets to the mic and says that he's going to even up the odds. And he points to the Titantron where we see this video where it shows the United Empire logo. And then it kind of goes black. And little by little, you see the letters TJP. This prompts TJP to attack Connors. TJP and Ospreay, they stand tall in the ring while Fredericks and Connors get carried out. So TJP is officially the newest member of the United Empire. Ring of Honor, we have a tag team title match as Dragon Lee and Kenny King retain their titles as they defeat Khan and Moses of SOS after a little bit of help and distraction from the outside by Bestia Del Ring. The Foundation, the team of Jay Lethal, Jonathan Gresham, Rhett Titus, and Tracy Williams, defeated the team of world-famous CB, Joe Keys, Eli Isom, and Taylor Rust after Gresham makes Keys submit with a drop toe hold submission. WWE main event, T-Bar defeated Drew Gulak and John Morrison defeated Angel Garza. Garza comes out with some new music as well. I'm not sure if it's his own music or the new music that he has with Humberto Carrillo. The WWE Network editions of the week, we have Progress Chapter 124 and another episode of ICW Fight Club. Some previews for the week. So tomorrow you can catch me and Davey Portman, possibly some more people as well, doing a live watch along. It's been a while since I've done a watch along, so I'll be joining Davey for that. Going over the Crown Jewel show from Saudi Arabia tomorrow, which starts at 11 a.m. if you want to watch the pre-show, which is the Usos versus Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. But the main show starts at 12, so join us for that. Pretty excited for this show in a way that the card actually looks really good. I'm actually excited for the Xavier Woods and Finn Balor King of the Ring match. That should be a really good match. We have Goldberg and Bobby Lashley. We have Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. The finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament with Doudrop and Zelina Vega. Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali should be really good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We have a cage match with Edge versus Seth Rollins. So up and down, the card actually looks really good. Obviously a lot of people might not be interested because of the actual event itself. So you can catch that if you don't want to watch the show or just want to hear about it. We'll be looking at that. And on Friday, I am going to be doing a report of the Bloodsport show. This is from GCW, which I'm really looking forward to. I know it was a rematch between Minoru Suzuki and Chris Dickinson that I'm looking forward to. Bloodsport's always great. It's probably one of my favorite shows to cover whenever I do these reports on PulseWrestling.com, as it's just straight wrestling. So check out the report for Bloodsport 7 on Friday night. On Saturday, I'll be doing a report for Bound for Glory, which is going to be at 10 p.m. After Dynamite on Saturday. Check out that report. And after the report, me and Davey Portman will be joined once again doing a podcast going over Bound for Glory. So The Inspiration, which is the former Iconics, will be making their debut, and I'm looking forward to the main event of Josh Alexander versus Christian Cage. Who knows? We might see all the surprises. I know there's a lot of rumors of names and faces that might show up in Impact. Bound for Glory would definitely be a good spot for them to show up. Check out all that and more. Obviously, the MLW reports and the Impact reports that I do weekly are as well on PulseWrestling.com. And it's spooky season, so I'm sure you'll be seeing me pop up on a show with Davey and Braden this year. I think we'll be doing Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers, so that should be fun. That is it for me this week. You guys can catch me here next week for another episode of Shot in the Dark.